Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 1 of our Road to Glory here with St. Pauli here in Germany. And you might notice that we are actually in season 2 of the save, because this was initially a save that I was doing by myself and then it ended up going on stream. And then I think it's just one of those ones where I'm really enjoying the save. The stream, we're enjoying the save, so it makes the most sense to put it out on YouTube. So hopefully you enjoy this episode. Let me know what you guys want to see in this save. Let me know if you guys are keen for it to continue, because I definitely am keen for this one to continue, and we've got plenty to go through. And what I want to go through first is the Bundesliga. So last year past winner was Hamburg, who were very, very good. Past positions, I can't see, but what I can tell you is that we were third for a lot of last season. We then had a big slip off and it got into about 9th, and we came home very, very strong because of a good January transfer window, which was fantastic. And we got ourselves to 5th. So we are one of the better sides in the league. We're predicted 5th once again. Schalke, Dusseldorf, Augsburg, Nuremberg, all very good teams. It's a very competitive competition here in Germany as well. You can have a look at some of the names that are here in the best 11 though. So there's Reece Oxford here. There's Karius, where's Karius at? He's playing at Augsburg, and for the level is a very, very good goalkeeper. And then we've also got Yusufa Mokoku, which brings me to the tactics screen, because we have Mokoku on loan. We brought him in halfway through last season, and he was the real instigator in us going back up the league in the second half of last season. 13-14 was absolutely fantastic, and we managed to extend his loan for another season, which was great. This is the tactic I've been playing around with. So I've only just moved into this 3-4-3. I was playing a more conventional one at the end of last season. We also had the center defender here on as a stopper. Now I've got it as cover, so I'm pretty happy. We've got lots of good talent here that you guys will be able to see, including our boy Dragan, who cost us 800k from Serbia, who is absolutely fantastic and knocked back PSG to join us, which was fantastic for our development. But this is the team. We're going to put Lazetić out on the wing, who's more of a striker, but he can definitely play inverted winger, has the physicals, he's 6'4", has the presence at the back post, which is fantastic, and he's on loan for the season from Milan. So I'm not going to go too in depth with the squad. We have a partnership with Bayern Munich, which is how we've got Me2 here on loan, and a Juden on loan as well from Bayern Munich. So we definitely will look at that in a bit more depth a little bit later. Squad's very good. You can see there's lots of potential here. Very young squad, and we're going to try and bring in some other players. So this season, the transfer history. So I've got a few older players here that I'm waiting to hear back from. This is probably the best one. Oliver Custodio as a free agent, DLP on support, who comes deep to get the ball, dictates the tempo, tries long-range free kicks, long-range passes, just suits that role really, really well. We've got Joel Obi, who I want to bring in as a backup left wing back with the crossing, passing, tackling, marking. He's just got some really well-rounded physicals and technicals, and his mentals are more than well-rounded. Giovinco to be that backup sort of left wing option for us, to come off the bench, give us a bit of quality and help us get over the line. And Karim is a very, very good 31-year-old Qatarian midfielder as well, who can play more the centre mid on attack role for us in this team. And then we've also got Berda coming in as an extra centre back to help cover some of those problems that we may have coming forward. Transfer history, yeah, you can see we've got quite a few names here. Connor Metcalf was already joining, so he'll probably leave next season, but we've got 3 players here on loan, and I completely forgot that we bought our boy Max as well, and then we let a few people go out on freeze, as you normally do at the end of each season. So what I want to get into this episode is our first game in the league here against Paderborn, and then we'll let it go for a little bit. But if you do want to catch any of the save, make sure that you do follow us over on Twitch, because this is where I'll be playing the save live. Now we need to not worry about you. We'll bring Me2 with us. Anybody else that I really want to get game time into? We've got Nico, the young striker, who I think is on loan from Bayern. Was he ours? No, he's ours. Okay, we bought him apparently. Must just be in the 19s. Let's make sure he's available to play 19s. Perfect. And let's get into the team. Mokoku and Dragan up front should give us some really good depth and some good options and lots of goals. And hopefully the shape of the team gets the job done today. I haven't really been successful playing 5 backs at all in my FM career, but I've really enjoyed the way we play with this 5 at the back system. So I might leave this game on extended highlights so we can get a little bit more of a look into what the team is looking like, and so you can get an understanding of how we're playing, and then we'll probably whack it back onto key highlights. If we're getting heaps and heaps and heaps of highlights, then we'll probably look to put it onto key. But a lot of the teams that we do play here in the second Bundesliga, they either play 4-2-3-1 or they play a 5-3-2. So interesting shapes that we come against. We really do need to try and just get out of the Bundesliga 2, to be perfectly honest, because our support is fantastic. We get like over 20,000 people to home games, which is just unheard of in a second division other than like England. So I think we need to reward some of those fans. Hamburg, who are our main rivals, have gone out of the league too. So I want to be versing Hamburg on a more regular basis, as we have a great opportunity there from our left back hitting the post. But hopefully you can sort of see some of the quality in those overlapping runs from our fullbacks. What you'll notice, obviously, having the off-centered striker, which is the complete forward here in Dragan, he does drop into these spaces, and I do have it set up so that he drifts wide, runs wide, and he's treated more like a conventional winger more than anything else. Olsen is struggling at right back, so we'll make one change there because he's an important player to the way we play, and I'd rather him not have to worry about that injury moving forward as we get into the 20th minute now, and we're looking like we're dominating the game. 60% possession, 4 shots to 2, but only 1 of those on target. We are looking like we are controlling the play the way we want to, and here we go. Can we find a goal? And as we are building up, so obviously the plan will be to try and win the Bundesliga. Ultimate plan with a road to glory is always to try and win the Champions League. So hopefully we can create a club culture that sort of fosters younger players, because that's really what the board want. They want us signing under 23 players. But at the moment, I am trying to get a bit of a blend and a bit of a mix of U23s and experience, so that we've got, you know, that quality to get out of the division as Lazetic goes up and unfortunately nods over the bar. But I think once we're in the Bundesliga and we're getting that Bundesliga type money, then we'll be able to get the better quality players that are younger that will also be at that standard. So I think it's a bit of a, let's just hurry up and get out of the Bundesliga 2 before the board get frustrated with us for not following to a T the club expectations and the vision. But here we go. It's another highlight for the boys in white. Mokoku, we know how good Yusufa Mokoku is. Finding our boy at left back, and Dragan needs to put that on target. I don't know how he's missed that header so wide, but it is what it is. And can we just find a way? We're going to encourage the boys one more time. Hartel has been a very good player. Our boy Armadov didn't play heaps last year, but he does have lots of good qualities, especially in that DLP role. He will just be a rotation player for us this season, obviously with who I've shown you already who's coming in. Shape looks pretty good here to me. You can see how that complete forward does drift a little bit wider than Mokoku, giving him that space. Let's get positive. I'm happy with the defensive work. They're unstoppable in midfield, and there's no pressure on the boys up front. Everyone looks motivated. Let's flip the camera angle, and can we just find... I think once we find one goal, floodgates will open. The other thing we can definitely look at is when we're evaluating the squad, we can look for some loans later in the transfer window. Obviously, we can go and raid Bayern Munich as well, which would be important to do because we do need to try and obviously strengthen the squad. And if we can do it without paying money and getting to the Bundesliga, and then we can worry about it then. Good ball out wide. Can we find a cutback? We do it. It's Ahmedov, and he puts it wide. That cutback needs to probably hit the 6-yard box, to be honest, and looking for Mokoku or Dragan, because they definitely have the quality to put the ball in the back of the net. And here we go, Lazetic looking for Dragan, can't find him, only finds Collins. And here come Paderborn, who are an interesting side because they were only in the Bundesliga only a few years ago, and even last year they really struggled to accumulate points, and they finished sort of that lower mid-table range last season. So I was a bit shocked that they weren't as dominant in this division as I initially anticipated. But that is a great ball. They found the one-on-one, and Felix Plate has scored for Paderborn, and that is not what we want to see. They've absolutely picked us apart. 3 good passes have gone straight through our defense. Time to encourage the boys. Can we find a goal of our own? It's Medic, who plays a poor ball, who last year was a very good centre-back for us. And here we go. It's another opportunity through the middle, and they've hit the support structure behind the goal. And here come Paderborn. They are up and about, and I don't like it. So 10 shots, 3 on target, 5 shots, 3 on target. We've had probably just over double the XG as well. We've made 1 change, which isn't ideal, and we are 1-0 down. Can we find just something to get the boys over the line? I'm looking at Lazetic. I'm looking at Dragan. It might be time for these boys to have a break and get some fresh legs up front. We'll give it another 5 minutes. Can we find a highlight? Paderborn have just sat in now. They are more than happy to play this game, which for them, I guess, you know, if they're looking at it and we're technically a stronger side, or on paper a stronger side, they're probably happy with a 1-0 at the moment. What we'll do is we don't really have the striker options that I want. Amiendo is not really a complete forward, but can he do a job? He's 5'11" with the physicals. All right, Amiendo can probably do a job there. We definitely forgot to bring one of our proper strikers. Kira is definitely the inverted winger that will be coming on for Lazetic. And let's give these guys a bit of a pump up. And can we just find something off the bench here from the boys? Let's encourage. No, we're not. Now we will. We'll encourage one more time. And can we find something here? We need a goal. Is Mokoku going to give us a moment of magic here? At least just to salvage a point to start the season, which is not the best start, but it wouldn't be the worst. And it's Medic, who's got options to play to. He looks back. We go long. Not the type of football that we want to be seeing. We put a great challenge in, but there's options still here for Paderborn. We just need to work a bit harder to try to win this ball back. We've stepped up, and a big save there by Vasil, and I'm not too impressed on what I'm seeing. We're going to go in that attacking mentality now, just to try and go a little bit quicker and a little bit faster. And here we go. Is that Mokoku? No, it is not. And surely that's offside. Offside? Wow, it's not. It's a corner. Okay. Paderborn managed to find themselves in a real dangerous position. We get a 1-on-2 up here if we can clear the ball. How do they show the ball going in, but then not show like the end result of that ball going in? Anyway, it's Amiendo who can't do much with that whatsoever. And here we go, Collins finding his teammate at centre back. And here we go. This is where we need to press now. This is where we got to win this ball. The keeper picks out a great ball. That is a great reverse ball. We've saved it. We've managed to keep it alive as well. And Hartel driving puts the long ball forward. And I would have loved to have seen Amiendo, or Amien, I can't even pronounce his name. Eddie, we'll just go with Eddie N then. And I would have loved to have seen what he could have done running into that space. But it is the 85th minute now, and Paderborn may run away with a 1-0 win here to start the season off. And I'm assuming we don't get 5 subs. And we don't, because it's no longer the first season back. The other thing we need to be mindful of is the World Cup's going to be happening in the middle of this season too. So we're going to have lots of games. We're going to have a big break. So obviously it's a bit of disruption, but it is what it is, and we'll have to deal with it. But here we go, 89th minute, Paderborn go forward to seal the game, and it's a deflection, and it's managed to fall just out for a corner for Paderborn. We've still got time here, so it's not make or break just yet as the header goes wide. We've got 4 minutes. Can we find an equalizer? I'll probably take a 1-1 now if you offer it to me. And here we go, corner, whipped in, back post. It doesn't quite get there. And somehow Paderborn have the numbers. What a challenge from avoids Moukoko. Oh, he's offside anyway, but 1-on-1 like that. But this version of Moukoko needs to be at least challenging the keeper more. You can't be hitting the ball straight at the goalkeeper. Maybe he knew he was offside and he just placed it straight to him. But here we go, Paderborn once again driving forward. Hartel does well, finds Kira, switches the ball out wide. We've got numbers here, we've got space, we've got Moukoko making a diagonal run in behind. Can we find Moukoko? We can't just yet. Hartel's making a run. I like the movement here. We've got options. It's a ball to the back post. It's Kira who needs to find something. He finds our left back, ball back, Amiendo. Oh, that was probably our best passage of play, and it's come right at the end of the match. We've got a minute here. Can we force Paderborn long, and will we get another opportunity? They drive very well here through Dorfler. He looks for the corner flag. Are we going to be able to keep this out? We do. There's still time if we can release the ball. Do you want to get rid of the ball? We've rolled it out. Medic. Highlight continues. We don't want to just pump it long just yet. Can we just control the ball? We've still got 30 seconds. Kira. Armadov. Good ball. There's an option in. There's back post. And we've let it roll out. And that is going to be all she wrote unless we can somehow press and win the ball straight away here, Moukoko. We don't. And I think that's going to be all she wrote. We lose 1-0. First game of the new season. It's disappointing. I'm not happy. It wasn't woeful. There's not really an option there. Unlucky but a good effort. Unlucky but a good effort. I don't know. I didn't really like that. I thought we actually played quite well. Obviously, it's not panic stations. It's one game. If you are keen for this save, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Make sure you get in the comments and let me know who you'd like us to potentially sign. From me, this is where we're going to leave it. We'll see you very, very shortly for episode 2 of our Road to Glory with St. Pauli.